Here's lights out. It's coming off an unbelievably scoring game.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. The Cavaliers shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Good on the second free throw.
Think about the Cavs and the two MVP awards that were won for that franchise. Of course, that was LeBron James in back-to-back seasons, both in 2009 and 2010.
And that one's on target from the wing. Lights out's got his second basket of the game.
Well, that's awareness there from Randall. He keeps an eye out for his open teammate.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. 11 feet away. That shot off the mark. And New York the other way now. And then in 2013 with Miami, LeBron finished one ballot shot, burning all the MVP votes.
We wouldn't see a unanimous MVP winner until Steph Curry did it in 2016. But just as impressive, if not more so, LeBron James with a total of 4 MVP trophies over a 5-year span.
Love gets the quarter. And Garland has it in the corner. It's good from long range. Garland's got his second bucket tonight.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Knicks trail by 4. Reyes, the pass to Ingram. Shoots the three. The shot's good from Reyes. Lights out's got 9 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Sexton kicks to Drummond. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Here's lights out. He's got 9. Swiped it away. He dishes it to Barrett. To the inside. Randall with the bucket.
It's a good try on defense, but with a scorer like Randall, it's just not enough.
Here's Garland. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 8 points for him.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Reyes, the pass to Randall. Here's lights out. He's started by Love. Here's lights out. And no kicks to Barrett. New York moving the ball around. 4 on the clock. The shot's good from Reyes.
This team has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And here's Sexton. Coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. Porter looking it over. Love trying to break loose. Porter, no luck. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Reyes. And then jammed down. He goes right over Colin Sexton.
The man was wide open there, and Julius Randle understood the timing to get him the ball to get that score.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pulls up on the elbow. Porter, no luck.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. With D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Just to make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And the basket is good.
Shots are just flowing to him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Reyes, the pass to Randall. Barrett kicks to Ingram. Here's Reyes. Porter pulls it in.
But he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from him.
Rejected by Reyes. Now, here's Barrett. Guarded by Porter. Outside Porter. Pass to Garland. From past the arc. It doesn't go for him. And New York the other way now. To the left wing. Robinson kicks to Barrett. The pass to Reyes. Pointer. No points on that miss. Puts him at 7 for 13 from the floor. Now you look at the former All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds, Greg. He might be the best in the league in that department.
I mean, few players in the history of the league can go off for 20-plus rebounds on any given night. Drummond's one of them. Attacks the glass on the offensive end so well. His offensive rebounding, for me, sets him apart.
Lobbed up there for Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do.
Down low. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Drummond. Garland's got 10.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Here's Reyes. Off target from outside. The Cavaliers trail by 4. And Garland has it in the corner. Love outside. Passes it to Garland. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. And Drummond is right there. Now just a 2-point New York lead.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And so New York calls timeout. A lot of trade rumors beginning to swirl now, Brent. Several teams out there trying to add talent. And sometimes it comes at the expense. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Barrett is out there with lights out. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Soto in at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Pass to Reyes. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Austin, the pass to Porter.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
For Cleveland, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And the first one drops. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Julius Randle comes in for Aaron Baines. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Drummond's checked in. That one is no good. The Knicks leading by 7. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alden.
Hey guys, lights out in their last game against the Hawks was a big factor. Picked up 58 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Here's Osman. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Sexton. Here's the 3. The Knicks pull it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down 1 in the first. The assist totals haven't just continued to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
And New York making a change here. Ingram's checked in. And Cleveland also making a change. Love's checked in for Zizic.
Yeah, Love can scan the floor. He's always looking for the late cutter and patient with that decision.
Sexton, the pass to Drummond. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. And it's 6 points for Andre Drummond.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of
looking confident, tried to find a gap, made his way in there and got fouled.
Selected with the 8th pick back in the 2018 draft, Colin Sexton, the main reward for the Cavs after the Kyrie Irving trade.
Sexton wearing the same number 2 jersey as Irving doesn't feel the need to measure up to expectations created by Kyrie. Cavs fans, though, hope he does.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. Porter kicks to Love. To the right lane. Feeds it to Sexton. And he banks in the layup. Sexton's got 8 points.
Too easy that time. Sexton sniffing it out and then getting to an area on the floor that made that one easy.
New York calls timeout. And in the summer of 2018, Kevin Love signed a 4-year, $120 million extension to remain in Cleveland.
Yeah, and Kevin right now is the bridge from what was to potentially what will be. And in that what will be scenario, what will be happening is Kevin Love probably gets traded at some point. But he's been great for Cleveland. He's been a great ambassador for the city. The things that he's doing off the court philanthropically have been amazing. And Kevin Love is not done in the NBA. Still another team out there for him to go to and contribute to.
No good from Reyes.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And so it's Rundle bringing it up now for New York. They're led by as many as 14 points. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustment on the offensive end.
That never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just spanning the flank.
And he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Sexton, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 10.
But that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Now the shot clock resets to 14 seconds on offensive rebound. Brett, do I get you?
I think digging into the numbers a little bit, Kevin, it only affects about 3% of total possession.
Is that all?
Yeah, throughout the course of the year, not in any given game. So it's very, very,
No kidding.
very, very minimal what happens. But what I like is that players have to reset quickly with 14 on the clock, and I think coaches are starting to think about how it is they might have quick sets as opposed to getting the ball to the top of the team, trying to run through a traditional set. Maybe you have quick sets after the reset to get yourself a better shot.
A strategy. The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit? Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Back to Austin. Dishes it to Love. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Lets it go from deep. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Sexton.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Handle no good. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. Here's Porter. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. To the right side. Trying to get open as Randall. Knocks it down in the bucket from Reyes. Lights out. She's got 10 points in the quarter.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Left side, Love. Drummond trying to get himself free. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Julius Randle picks one up.
Love is not afraid to mix it up and get a little rough and tumble down there. When he's looking to shoot, he welcomes that contact.
Garland, he's checked in for Cleveland.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Reyes, the pass to Randle. Here's Robinson, and he makes makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And that one falls for Robinson. Now, here's Porter. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. And the Cavaliers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
To the paint, puts it up from 7. It's good. Porter's got 9.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Randall, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Knicks lead by 8.
So creative on offense. Randall getting more and more comfortable handling the ball and understanding where he can get to on specific possessions.
Garland with it, now defended by Reyes. Randall against Porter, just 5 on the clock. There's the pass to Love. Over Barrett. He doesn't hit that one. And New York will come the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Garland, the pass to Drummond. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3. 1 second left. That shot off. And now let's catch up with David Albright. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the... And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create... He's checked in for Dennis Smith. So it's the Knicks now. A 2-point game. Here's Randall. To get open is Robinson. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for New York. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Tipping off the second half. Here's John Beeline's spot. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Kevin Love out there at Porter. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And slammed up by Ingram.
And at 6'9", Ingram is constantly on the prowl for these dunks. An incredible athlete who just finishes with ease near the hoop.
Now, here's Sexton. Not a lot of room. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And they continue to control the glass.
To the inside. Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Something about watching lefties who can get up like that just looks different, doesn't it, Kevin?
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Sexton the pass to Garland. Love gets to Sexton. Pass to Garland. Drummond trying to get himself free. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Sexton. Sexton's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. With social media, extended TV coverage, lots of distractions for these players, Brent. But some do a terrific job of blocking all that out and keeping their focus.
I think the roles and responsibilities of teams is changing around exactly what you're talking about, Kevin. You have to have people within your organization that help these players understand where it is that they have to focus most. And that is your job on the floor. And so really good organizations are educating the players on that. They're not just relying on the agents or outside sources. Teams are trying to get in there and impact guys at a young age to make sure that, as you said, that noise is not part of their beginning part of their career.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. Cavaliers have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pitched at the half start. Garland, some solid defense from Reyes.
They create such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now, here's Sexton, guarded by Robinson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
And Cleveland making a change here. Osman's checked in. And the free throw, no good.
Colin Sexton describes himself as a combo guard who likes to stay in attack mode. He's very explosive. When he sees a gap and he gets into seams, he gets down there and tries to make some things happen.
And Sexton, a combo guard. That's far more of a scorer than probably a playmaker.
I think that's really what he's aiming for. He likes to watch film on Russell Westbrook and James Harden, and as we know, Kevin, watching those two play, they are very hungry and thirsty to score on a daily basis. I think that's where Colin is pretty much laying the foundation of his game.
Yeah, letting it rip. We're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you gotta enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
He feeds it to Drummond. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Randall is looking like tonight he's capable of taking on the whole offensive load.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line. Shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Sexton has the kind of ability out there where he's shifty and fast and strong, can make some exciting plays happen for his team.
Here's Drummond. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Robinson. Inside. And Barrett gets a basket on the assist from Ingram. And it's 6 points for R.J. Barrett.
See, that's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Sexton with the bounce pass. Drummond, it's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Sexton working the ball to a teammate. That's what you want to see from him.
Here's lights out. He has 35. To the wing on the left. This one for 3. They grabbed her on this. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got 5 now.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Without question, lights out displaying his skills today.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every three-pointer he takes right now.
Thompson, he's checked in for Kevin Love. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Here's Thompson. Drummond trying to get himself free. Nice shot by Thompson. 5 points in the game.
Not easy to prevent Tristan Thompson from scoring in that position. He's got to try to body him up.
Reyes. And it's sent back by Drummond. A wide open look here for Garland. Misses the 3. Knicks on offense. They're on a 17-7 run. The tray. But they recover it.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Knicks. And they Here's Reyes. New York with a new 14. And it's in there. Robinson's got 4 points now in the fourth.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now, here's Garland. He started by Reyes. And again, it's Cleveland. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New York. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Oldham.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during the season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what this team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Here's Osman. He's covered by Ingram. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches it. It's rebounded by New York.
Well, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
From deep. And he trains the three. Good looking shot there from Reyes. Lights out's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Knicks. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Up the floor. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And it's 8 points for R.J. Barrett. Now, here's Garland. Guarded closely. He kicks it to Sexton. Dish now to Garland. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 6 assists in the game. Here's Reyes. Charlie Stein trying to free himself up. The shot's good from Reyes. Lights out's got 40 points. The Cavaliers trail by 20. Here's Garland. And the rejection by Charlie Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
Garland, the pass to Osman. Now, here's Garland. No good on the triple.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
The shot's good from Reyes.
On Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
That feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, Ante Zizic is checked in for Andre Drummond. Hance comes in for Jetty Osman. And Porter subbed in for Garland. Here's Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And here's what the Cavaliers' schedule looks like. On Monday, they're off to Toronto to face the Raptors. Then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And Kevin, things could get ugly for this team during this road stretch. They just haven't had the same focus nor execution that we've seen from them when they're at home.
Here's Reyes. He shoots again. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. Cleveland shooting in this game 45%. To the middle. Here's Sexton. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
Sexton more and more in control and trying to deal with the aggressive defense so far in this game.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
And Sexton over to help. To the paint. Here's Bryce Davis. That one goes. Count it. Bryce Vegas has got his third basket of the night right there.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now, here's Sexton. T right on him. Pass to Zizic. Cleveland moving the ball around. And a wide open look for Porter. They get it back.
Well, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
The shot's good from Ntilikina.
Frank looking better and better here on the offensive end.
And so, Sexton will bring it up with the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Frank Ntilikina, some questions as to where he is best suited.
I mean, for me, I like when he plays more off the ball. I mean, he's shown that he could become a scorer when he only has to worry about that aspect of his game. He's still very young and has a great set of skills with which to work.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Zizic passes to Sexton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Sexton, not one of the bigger guards in the league, but he plays with a tremendous tenacity.
Exum, he's checked in for Cleveland. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
The basket counts and one. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Harlan's checked in. Free throw good, Sexton. 56 seconds left in the third. Here's lights out. He has 45 points. Here's Porter. He can't get it to go. So New York will take it the other way. Ntilikina passes to Reyes. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Knicks now. Baines passes to Reyes. Inside, Cauley-Stein.
Cauley-Stein doing what he does best on offense, looking to throw it down.
26 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now, here's Sexton. Tight defense on him. Here's Nance. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got his 8th assist here tonight. The Knicks leading by 21. Here's Reyes. And again, it's New York. 9 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now Sexton from deep three-point range. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the New York Knicks riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. The score. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Aaron Baines, Ntilikina out there with lights out. Then there's Cauley-Stein. And it's Bryce Davis in at the small forward.
Cauley-Stein can get up there, and the guards know that, so available for an oop at any time.
Cavaliers shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Garland, the pass to Zizic. A slam dunk by Garland.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. You know, Brent, something other major sports do, reseeding during the playoffs. The highest seeds always will play the lowest seeds, and I think the NBA should go down that road.
I think the consideration will still be there. I think that conversation is going to happen over the course of the next 2 or 3 years. I don't see it changing in that time, Kevin, but it's healthy to continue the dialogue. to the point where maybe we do get that.
And it's good, 2 points.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Reyes, the pass to Baines. Over to the left wing. Another one goes. Incredible.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. He's guarded by Reyes. And trying to break loose. The rebound by Reyes. The Knicks have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. The shot that time, not on target. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Oh, Nance in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Lets the 3 fly. No good from Reyes.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Windler, the pass to Nance. Good on the 13-footer.
Capable from that kind of range. Larry Nance Jr. effective at using that area of the floor on that possession.
Ring shot on the way. He can't hit that time. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Pass to Zizic. Out to Miller. Looking for Nance, and he gets it there. Yeah, big counts. Nance has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Larry Nance Jr. has all of the ability to be effective from there.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Reyes, the pass to Baines. Fires the 3. And the Knicks miss again.
And he didn't punish them for the recoverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
To the inside. You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened and what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple of years is, forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time, and that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue to grow.
For Cleveland, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Now, here's Garland, guarded by Reyes. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got 11 in the second half.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And stolen by Love. And now the fast break. Garland with the ball. Rebounded by Reyes.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Plays it up and banks it in. Lights out, Scott, 58.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
A floater, and Garland puts it in. And so it's New York with it. And Porter comes to help. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. When it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is that, in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star players with the team. And so that needs to be fixed and fix the media.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute. Wait.
That's,
I am the
you
media.
are the media. Kevin.
Strike that. Let's rewind.
Can we delete that?
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Reyes. No good on the quick three. Cavaliers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, the defense has failed to cut off any of these driving lanes, which is why they're resorting to fouling him, and he's hurting them from the charity stripe.
Dante Exum is checked in for Garland. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. New York's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And Exum comes to help. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him, they appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Exum kicks to Sexton. Now, here's Exum. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 6. Quarter outside. They get the rebound. Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Outside Robinson. The pass to Randall. Releases. No good from Reyes. And it's Exum with the ball, who will bring it up for Cleveland. Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, this is the one guy you did not want to see get started. He started.
Down low. And Randall throws it down.
I love the effort there. An undersized forward who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside Porter. And no good. Some solid defense from Robinson. Now it's the pass to Reyes. And another assist for him. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Garland, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. That free throw good from Randall. And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options, qualifying offer. Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract. And that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice. You potentially could get 3 years, and sometimes 4 when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year turning franchises around. But a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
Seems to be working.
It does. And the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, did I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing.
It's good. 10 points for R.J. Barrett.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Now, here's Garland. He's covered by Reyes, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Knicks now. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. Both teams will make substitutions. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Windler. Passes to Zizic. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Miller with the double team to the middle. Here's Soto, and again it's New York.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Windler. Back to Zizic. When people talk about a player's mileage limit, do you think total games is the most accurate assessment?
I don't think so, Kevin.
What is it?
It's the amount of minutes that players play.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of studies out there that teams are digging around on when players reach. And trust me, they got to be lucky, but you're talking 35,000, 40,000 minutes in the league. The body is just not capable at that point of replicating the things that it's done year in and year out. So forget about the games. Go to total minutes played. That's where you'll find the biggest fall off for some of your favorite players that have amused and entertained you for years.
Interesting. No good from Reyes. The Cavaliers shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. And it's blocked. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Robinson misses.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Now the feed to Miller, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, I appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Julius Randle's checked in for Robinson. Windler, the pass to Miller. Here's Exum. Poked away. Zizic, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up two. Zizic has got 4 points this quarter. New York leading by 23.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Knicks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W Helix. Win number 21 on the season.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Lights Out.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's Windler. Just 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for New York. Here's Reyes. And Randle throws it down.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points, you gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
Guarded by Barea. Here's Exum, and the layup's good off the glass.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Here's Reyes. It's good. So no problem for New York as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in